coming to Japan, it's easy to get lost in big city life. But the skyscrapers, the lights, the shopping, the food, the beer. But Japan has so much other stuff to offer. And in this special state that the country is in now, it's a perfect opportunity to go and explore the lesser populated areas of the country. So this is what we did. Cherry blossom season just ended 2 weeks ago here in Japan, and it was over as quickly as it began. And that is also kind of the reason why Japanese people, they make such a big deal about it. It lasts only about a week or maybe 10 days, and then it's over. And for hundreds of years, Japanese people, they have marveled at this fleeting beauty of the cherry blossoms. And it has served as a reminder that sometimes you have to just stop and smell the flowers, so to speak. It's a reminder to reflect that life is short, and there's only so many moments of fleeting beauty, only so many moments of happiness in your life, so you should stop and appreciate it when you can. And incidentally, also the sakura season marks about 1 year since I moved to Japan, so it's also kind of made me also reflect a little bit about my situation here, about my year in Japan, about how nothing went according to plan, about how the whole year has been a lot more pandemic than I envisioned before coming. But I still had a lot of fun. And it kind of forced us to explore some sites that we didn't plan beforehand, which is why in this video we are going to a Japanese farmers market. We are going to a commercialized farm / adventure park for kids. And we also went to have a dinner with my extended family here in Japan, far up in the Japanese mountains. This was a very exciting experience for me, since it was as far into the countryside as I have ever been in Japan. It's one thing you can count on Japan doing well, it's combining local food promotion with tourist attractions. Pretty typical farmers market where they promote local products from Kawaba. So farmer markets are kept going all year round. They have different seasons for different vegetables, different fruits, and I don't know how far back they can trace this promoting of local food and making it into tourist attractions. But I recently read in a book that in the 1600s already they started perfecting this tradition. When they closed the country, Japan focused more on developing other things than industrialism or modernism, and one of these things was the start of the food culture that they now become so famous for. this area is called Ikaho.
Famous about onsen.
That also goes for all of Gunma, I think. Gunma is the county for onsen in Japan. Full of onsen, full of natural hot springs.
Or all Japan, all of Japan.
Right, have hot springs, but Gunma is especially famous. Yeah. Holidays in Japan are usually spent doing something fun for kids, because the parents finally have some time to spend with their children.
Yeah.
So there are loads of children's parks, or this is, what is it, an animal park?
Yeah, I don't know how to say.
It's like a commercialized farm.
Yeah.
Or it's like a mix between a farm and an amusement park, with some rides and some activities, and most of it's directed at small children. And loads of sheep or goats. Over yonder you can see lots of sheep and goats.
And also we have a barbecue place.
These sheep are just standing in line for the barbecue place. People line up here, the sheep line up here, and down there you get some nice barbecue. I don't know where the magic happens. They say Japan has the best food in the world, and this is maybe true. But I think the reason there is such a huge focus on food is that they don't have time for other hobbies, so they just, the little free time they have, it's used for going to dinners or restaurants, and then they want this to be perfect.
Yeah. Like many mothers are crazy about the nutrition.
Yeah. It's good for tourists that you find the best food in the world, but maybe it's not so good for the people here that the only thing they have time for as a hobby is to focus on eating in restaurants. But definitely you find the best food in the world.
Also cooking. You saw many cooking programs on TV.
Yeah, they perpetuate this idea that food somehow is connected to happiness. All commercials there is like, happiness, this beer, this coffee. So we went from Maebashi to Onishi to Kanna-machi to Uenomura. This is as local as I have ever been in Japan, and we are lucky enough to stay with a Japanese local family, and for the first time in my life I see real paper walls. It's a cliche that everyone talks about. They say, in Japan they have paper walls, paper doors, paper, I don't know, but here they actually have it. And we are now staying at a very local place where people have moved away from this place to Tokyo. And one of the first things they told us when we came here is that if you want to move in one of these abandoned houses, we will practically give it to you. We will give you a job. We will even give you food to help you get established in the local community if you two young people want to move here. Maybe it's a joke, maybe it's a half-truth, but many people have found happiness moving to rural Japanese communities, so we will do a little bit of a filming here tomorrow if we can.
But they need some physical worker.
Or they just need some spirit back in the communities. Everyone wants to move to the big city. Everyone wants to go to the land of opportunity, the city of opportunity. When actually happiness is just as well found in the local places.
Hi, so how many beers did you drink this night?
I don't know. I lost count of the beers they served me, but the thing is, when you go to a Japanese family, they will make sure that your beer glass is never empty. And we had a dinner for, I don't know, 5 hours. I ate sushi, sashimi, I ate some sweets, I ate some, it's called not chimpira, it's called kimpira.
And hormone?
I also ate hormone stew. And lots of locally grown organic vegetables, and it was all awesome. This is how it looks in the movies, but you will not find this unless you go to a pretty local place in Japan. This is not standard fare.
Don't poke it.
Hi, I will try not to poke this, but it's very hard because when you have doors made of paper, all you want to do is
Poke.
see if you can poke a hole. Maybe later. By bored farmers, maybe?
Yeah, so what does it mean?
Or is it aliens?
Yeah.
Aliens?
Yeah, message from aliens.
Aliens, they wrote Go Japan on
Yeah.
this field. One team.
Yeah.